Hello, this is Dr. Jessica Han. Today we're going to start Chapter 17, the endocrine system. There are two systems that regulate our homeostasis. Those two systems are endocrine system and the nerve systems. We have talked about the nerve systems using neurotransmitters and the electrical signal to perform the function of communication and coordination. But the endocrine system will use hormones. The hormones can be released to the body through the blood circulation to regulate our internal stability. In this chapter, we're going to cover the endocrine system, including the following concepts: the basic glands that secrete hormones and the effects of the hormones. We're going to focus on anatomy of the glands and the function of the hormones. The body has four principal mechanisms of communication between cells. One is through neurotransmitters using the nerve system, as we mentioned earlier. Another way is to use the hormones to be secreted into either tissue fluid or bloodstream through the endocrine system. Another way to communicate between cell to cell is through the gap junction. Those are the channels between the cells, can transport nutrients, electrolytes between the cells. There are two types of glands in the endocrine system. One is the exocrine gland. The other one is the endocrine gland. Endocrine gland, there's no ducts. Exocrine gland has ducts that can carry the secretion to the epithelial surface. The example of exocrine gland, such as sweat gland, sebaceous gland in the integument system. There are many endocrine glands in our body: thyroid, pineal gland, pituitary gland. Those glands are going to secrete hormones into the bloodstream, then the blood circulation will deliver those hormones into targeted tissues. In comparison to nerve system, endocrine system deliver the hormones to perform the communication function is much slower than nerve system. The nerve system will use the axon to deliver the signal, and also it uses neurotransmitter. The signal delivered by nerve system is quick, but it also stops quickly. The endocrine system deliver the signal slowly and they stop slowly. The impact of nerve system is specific. The nerve endings control specific targeted organs, but the impact of endocrine system through hormones is general because the bloodstream will circulate the hormones throughout the body toward many organs. The nerve system and the endocrine system work together. Sometimes the secretion released from nerve system and endocrine system have the same effects on targeted cells. For example, norepinephrine is a neurotransmitter from nerve system. Glucagon is a hormone from endocrine system, but both of them can hydrolyze glycogen to release glucose from the liver. The two systems often regulate each other. The neurotransmitter can affect glands, and hormones can affect neurons. Some neuron-like cells can secrete hormones. Those cells are called neuroendocrine cells. All the targeted organs or cells have receptors to receive either neurotransmitter or hormones. Some cells even containing enzymes to convert a circulating hormone to its active form. There are 9 major endocrine glands in our body. Pineal gland controls for sexual maturity and the Cadin system. An important hormone called melatonin is being secreted from the pineal gland to control our sleeping pattern. Hypothalamus is an important gland that regulates the release of hormones from pituitary gland. It controls the water balance, sex drive, and the childbirth. Pituitary gland is the master gland that controls a variety of organs. Thyroid gland controls metabolic rate and calcium homeostasis. Parathyroid gland controls calcium level. Parathyroid hormone released from this gland will increase the calcium level in the blood. Thymus plays a role with lymphatic and the immune system, controlling the secretion and the function of the T cells and the B cells. Adrenal gland located on top of the kidney, and it will allow people to deal with stress. Pancreas is a very important organ. It functions as both endocrine and exocrine gland. It controls blood glucose homeostasis. Gonads are sex organs that control the sex hormones, gamete cell production, and development. Here's a slide to show you the location of those glands mentioned in the previous slide. In summary, in this module, we talk about the overall function of the endocrine system in comparison to the nerve system. And we introduce you 9 important endocrine glands. In the next module, we're going to talk about each gland one by one, their anatomy and functions.